I experienced something truly Japanese the other day.
Go on.
Right.
Gotcha.
What?
Gotcha.
Like
Just experienced that.
like gachapon machine?
In the weirdest way ever.
Oh.
Okay.
So I rented a car, and there's an option on the website that was called Gacha Rent a Car, where you just rent a car and you have no fucking clue what car it is. And you only find out when you turn up.
That sounds epic.
Yeah, so I always rent the smallest car anyway, just because I never have much luggage, and when I'm doing video shoots, I just need something that can get 3 people to a weird place that a train doesn't go to. So I always just rent like a small car, like a Toyota Yaris or something, right? Like a tiny car, fits 4 people, has room for bags and stuff. And that's normally like 6,000 yen just for the car for the day. So it's like 45 bucks. So pretty cheap.
Not bad.
And then on the website I saw, it was like, oh, but for 4,000 yen, so for 30 bucks, basically, like even less than that, I think now, you can get a random car for the day. And I thought, well, it can't be worse than the Yaris. Like, it can't be worse than the smallest car.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm down. So I turned up, and I won the Gacha, dude.
Did you get the SSR?
No, I didn't get SSR. I got a pretty decent. I got a fucking Toyota Prius when I turned up.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll take a Prius.
That's an upgrade.
I'll take a Prius.
That's kind of like a win-win, right? Because if you're always going, if you're always going for the 3-star anyway, then it's only going to go up from there, right?
Yeah, literally. I'm literally pulling for the most dog shit thing normally. So I'm like, hey, if I get,
But what's to say the 3-star is the lowest, right? What if you show up and it's like, here's your bicycle?
it could be.
It could be.
Yeah.
And then the SSR is like a Lambo, right?
So I think the way it works is whatever, because obviously people bringing cars back. I think it's whatever car is just kind of like awkwardly kind of at that rent-a-car where someone else doesn't need it yet, so they don't transfer it. You just kind of get it. So I got a Toyota Prius, and I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, for less price as well, right?
Yeah, the Prius is normally like $100 a day.
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
I was like, let's fucking
Dude,
go.
you got it.
But I did have to Google how to. I was in the car, the Prius. I'd never driven a Prius before, and I couldn't fucking find the handbrake. I was like, how the fuck do I get this the handbrake?
Right.
So I'm sitting in the thing, and the guy's asking me like, oh, you know how to drive this, right? And I was like, yeah, it's a fucking car. I know how to drive it.
It's a fucking Prius.
Puts it in a drive. It's not moving. What the fuck?
Is it not? Is it the foot pedal one?
Is it?
Yeah, and I've never seen them on these before.
Oh, really?
I've literally never been in the car where it's a foot pedal handbrake.
Yeah.
And so I'm in the car, and the guy, the car host with me and my cameraman, he's like, do you know how to get it out of the handbrake? And I was like, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey Google, how do I get the Prius out of handbrake on and off? And then a YouTube video, guys. This is really easy. This is the pedal at the bottom. It's a tiny little pedal.
Yeah.
You just push it in, and then it's the handbrake. And I was like, holy shit, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, my mom had a Prius sign.
Oh yeah. have you ever seen that before?
I've never seen that
I've
before.
never seen. It's this tiny little hidden thing next to like where the brake is.
Yeah,
right.
And it's just
It's like
you
a
just
third
push it.
pedal next to the brake.
Tiny, like the fucking size of this.
Fuck.
And you just push it in, and that's the handbrake. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was great. I mean, it was so cheap. Like with all the gas and stuff, I think the gas was only like, because it's a Prius, it was only like $20 for gas.
Ooh.
So the whole day, the rental car was like fucking
Just
30,
paid
40
for
bucks.
itself,
Paid
right?
for
Paid for
itself.
itself.
It's crazy how like, because, you know, obviously the trains are great in Japan, but there are a lot of occasions where a car makes way more sense.
Yeah.
And so, we were going to Fuji-Q, which you can get a train or a bus to pretty easily. But I just want to be able to go there.
I wish they would do that with all public transport, you know, just being
Gotcha.
like, it's like, okay, so you want to get to this station? Take the train Gacha.
Honestly,
you won't know which train you're going on.
I feel like we need more gacha
I
in
hope you
every
can get there
aspect
safe
of our
and sound,
lives.
though.
if there was like, let's say like on a plane, right? There's
Yeah.
30 economy seats, 2 premium, 1 business.
Yeah.
And you can just be like, fuck it,
Pull the
Gacha.
Gacha.
But it's a slightly more than economy. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
slightly more. You're like, fuck it, there's a chance. I can itself.
Play the fucking restaurant.
Hey, they
gacha.
should do it.
You know?
They should-
Go to the restaurant and they give you the menu and be like,
Yeah.
you can pay for less, but
the
it's
bottle of wine, the
gachified.
bottle of wine Gacha.
Yeah, wine Gacha.
You could get the Dom Perignon, or you could get a
Or you could get a
crap-
Capri Sun.
or you get a Capri Sun.
Actually, like, yeah, because one of my favorite restaurants do actually have like a gacha machine. in
Oh yeah,
it.
you took me to it.
Yeah.
It's a
like,
Gacha when you leave.
yeah.
Oh, really?
There's this Italian restaurant, and if you spend, a certain amount of money, you get free pulls on this gacha machine, and you can win either like a free drink or like a free meal, or a lot of other stuff. So I don't know.
There's a lot of izakayas that I've been to in Japan where it's like it's
fucking love
kind
it.
of gacha, but it's like they use like the dice rolling game.
Oh, I fucking love
Or-
that game.
yeah.
That's the Yakuza game, right?
Yeah, the Chinchiro, it's
Yeah,
called.
Chinchiro.
But like it's like 2 dice in a bowl,
Yeah.
And like the one that's near kind of my house is like if you buy a beer, you can do chinchiro for it, which is where like depending on what's thrown, you can either get like a bigger price for the same price, or you can get a bigger price for free. Or if you get like 2 ones, then you have to like do 5 shots. Or it's like, it's just like it's just this kind of like cool, fun little method to be like, all right, let's see.
Is that the game they? Because I learned how to play this game after I watched Kaiji.
Yeah.
Is it the same game they play in Kaiji season 2? That's just Chinchiro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love it's a good game.
Yeah.
Really, really good game. Yeah.
I played it. I played it in the bar. Pete taught me how to play.
Yeah.
I went to a bar in Japan, and the owner would play Chinchiro with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you
Did
lose,
you win?
I lost sometimes. So if you lose, you had to do a shot of Jaeger.
Yeah.
And so like the bar owner lost like 3 times and did like 3 shots of Jaeger. It's pretty fun. It's a good game.
Fun.
You should Google how to play it. I could explain, but it takes like a few minutes.
There's lots
to
of
explain.
local rules as well where it changes.
Yeah.
But fun.
Basically roll high.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Like get doubles.
Yeah,
And triples.
I went to like a craft beer place the other day that had a pretty cool system as well. So they, you can obviously buy like normal like glasses and normal pints and everything like that. But they also have this special system where it's like one price for a certain amount of drink, right? And then it's kind of like a tier system. So this drink will always be this one price. But if you can finish this drink, you can order more of this same beer. But then the next beer you get is going to be a bigger size and volume.
Oh, I've been to a place like this.
And it gets to a point where it gets like a comically big size of volume, like a fucking bucket by the end. That's like the final tier. And I remember me and Cindy went there and we were just like, let's try and do it. Let's try and complete the game.
Yeah.
And I want to take some of my mates there sometime just to see like what if we take a Brit there? You know, what if we take a fucking
Take a
Brit
German
on
there.
like a German there? See how far we get
Yeah.
because we got to like the second to last tier and we were like fucking.
What was the
sloshed.
vessel?
What was the vessel?
Yeah, what was the vessel?
It
of the
was
drink?
like
Are we talking like a boot or?
Yeah, what was it?
it was you know when you see like some of that, like, you know, that comically big wine glass that's just like, oh, I'm only gonna have one glass of wine. Pours an entire bottle glass of wine in there. Yeah, that was like the second to last stage.
Holy shit!
And then the final stage was just a straight. It was just like a fucking glass bucket almost. Like it was like kind of like a yard basically.
I think there's a few of places that do that gimmick in Japan.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've been to one like that in Roppongi as well.
Yeah.
That was.
We should do it to see out of the three of us who can complete it.
I did beer last time I went, and I think that was a mistake because like by I think the second one or third one, I was really full.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't drink this bucket. I can't drink out of this. It's not even fun to drink anymore.
Yeah.
Like it just becomes not fun.
It just becomes a chore.
I just rather have a bunch of small glasses the way everyone has been doing for a very long time.
Yep.
But it is fun for a one-off.
Yeah, I mean, I like going to places where they kind of like, they kind of just gamify something, whether it's like fucking gacha or
Dude, there's like so much gacha shit here. So much gacha stuff in daily life.
Yeah.
Like even like you go to Akihabara, you can play those gacha machines for like $10-20.
Yep.
And you might get something, but normally you get something kind of
yeah.
And yeah.
One thing I've never understood is, have you ever like, you know, gone to like an anime convention, right? And you know they have like those special mystery boxes, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing I like. That's one thing I've never gotten, and I don't understand why people would get them. Because do you think they actually put like good gifts in there?
So I think it originated. It's a New Year's thing in Japan, right? It's how it started, and they're normally actually pretty generous,
right?
Like it's meant to be like a lot of the times you have to book these. And they're limited.
A lot of the times as well, like especially some of the more expensive ones, like the ones that you have to book. Like some of the stuff in these lucky, they're called fukubukuro. But like in these fukubukuro, like there's a lot of stuff where you can only get it in the lucky bag. Like it's not sold anywhere else. It's like a special like package, but like you won't know what it is until you get it.
Like I got one last time from Ami. It was $500, and I definitely got more than $500 worth of figures in the box.
The Pokemon one, for example, that they do at the Pokemon Center every year, like you have to book that shit like 4 months in advance.
Jesus.
I didn't realize you had to book this shit.
Yeah,
Man. Holy
of course
crap.
you do. It's Japan.
Yeah, you have to, all the good ones you have to book, but you also, generally it's more of like a celebratory thing than a, let's make a lot of money. It's like, all right, let's just.
It's like Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Because, you know, New Year's one of the biggest things in Japan. And then I think, you know, when American cons saw it, they were like, money.
Is this a money-making scheme?
Because remember, in AX, there was always that one booth, and I can't remember which one it was. There was that one where they would make the walls were the lucky boxes. Do you remember these?
Yeah.
At Anime Expo, they would just have a booth that was made out of these lucky boxes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And dude, you just they have never had anything good in there. No. Never.
They're good for content. That's about it.
Even then, like Mudan, our editor, did a video of, I think, with Hart unboxing one of them, and it's just the saddest thing ever. And it was like $50, and there was like nothing good in it. He gave me like a Squid Game plush that wouldn't shut up. It was like a tiny one. Yeah. And then you press it, and it goes, or whatever the fucking side thing is. And I was like, oh my God, this is so shit.
It's funny.
Oh, man.